Hey, gun people. Another black man wasn't doing anything wrong. According to this news report, this video will clearly shows that it was unnecessary, excessive, and fatal use of force against an unarmed black man who was confused by the encounter and terrified for his life, said Benjamin. Oh, wow. I gotta see this video, man. This cop shot an unarmed black man. Here we go. Okay, so this enhanced footage came out after I already did a video on this from the really crappy footage. So the video that follows is before this enhanced video came out. And there's only really a couple points that really make it clear. Right here, definitely clear. He has the taser and he won't let go. Where they're fighting, he has the taser here. It's in his hand. Well, actually, that's the officer has a hand in it. And the minute he lets go or he takes it away. Guy not filming. Still fighting over control.
1915.
Like good, like can you? Yeah, you hear? I see.
So right here is the part to where he has the taser. And I think he feels like he's going to lose it. Because the guy's got him in a bad spot. I mean, this dude's getting up while he's on his back. And basically throwing him around, and it's probably going to get up. And that's when he ends up going for his gun. And I think right here he abandons the taser because the guy was going to take it. And now the taser is still here. If this guy gets up, he can use that taser on him. I would have liked to seen the taser in his hand again. Is that? Yeah, there it is. You can kind of see right there. He's got the taser in his hand. And he knows the way he's feeling. If he gets up, he's going to taser him and can kill him. This enhanced footage only makes it more clear that this guy was armed and he was a definite threat to the officer. And I'm thinking right here his resistance probably caused the shot. There's the shot. And there's the lack of movement.
Drop taser!
Everyone.
Saw the casing fly out when I went full speed. I'm not catching the casing going now. There it is. Here's the casing coming back. Out of the gun. Okay, so now here's the video I did before I had this new footage.
At approximately 8:11 a.m., a Grand Rapids police officer observed a vehicle with an improper Michigan registration driving west on Griggs Street southeast from Newark Avenue southeast. The officer followed the vehicle and performed a traffic stop on Nelson Avenue.
Okay, so we have 3 different videos. Quick briefing on kind of what happens, and the camera gets turned off. I realize I'm not sure if I'm going to get in the way here with this camera, so I may have to remove me. But he stops the guy because the plates don't match the vehicle, which is a big indicator that the car is either stolen, unregistered, or the plates are stolen or unregistered. Okay.
Avenue southeast north of Patrick Lyoya, a 26-year-old male. The vehicle was also occupied by another individual who filmed a portion of the incident. This video is from the Grand Rapids police officers in-car.
Here's a stop.
Hey, stay in the car! Stay in the car!
Nelson and Griggs.
Stay in the car. We have a car with switched license plates, which means either the plates are stolen off another car or the car stolen. So if a possible felony, he makes the stop and he tells the guy to stay in the car, and he doesn't. That's one. So I'm going to jump to the part where the guy resists. tell him to get his driver's license out of the car. You're going to see his body cam. He's asked for driver's license. He says in the car. Don't let a guy go back in the car once he's got out of the car. The door's shut. You got him outside. You got another guy in the car. So there's another guy. Another factor. It's raining. It's slippery. Officer's by himself, and there's 2 people in the car. He goes hands on. The guy's resisting. Starts fighting. Punches. Swings.
Yeah, one running. Northbound. One running northbound. Additional units Nelson and Griggs.
Okay, so he got out, running northbound, and they're sending additional units. In a minute, they're going to ask what's his location. Fighting here. At the end, I'll blow this up a little bit. Nice. Nice. I want everybody to notice those knee strikes. Okay? Knee strikes are great when you have a guy on the ground and he's trying to get up. He is slamming that knee either into the rib cage, the shoulder, the head, anywhere. He's trying to get this guy on the ground. This cop fights him. Doesn't seem like a long time. This is a long fight. And when the cop ends up shooting him in the head, it's because he's losing. He loses his taser. He's losing a fight. And he's got multiple people. I think they've already started the statute for this guy because he was an outstanding member of the community and about to enter doctor school.
1915, turn me some more cars. 1915, what's your location?
So he gets on, he says, send me some more cars, and the dispatch is saying, what's your location? If the officer can't get back to his radio, but he still knows this, now he knows backup isn't coming. He knows they don't know where he's at. So now he knows he's on his own. All this goes into his thought process when he ends up shooting this guy. Of course, they move out of the way of the vehicle. Cop doesn't know this, not doing it intentionally. He's trying to get him back to the car, and the guy's still resisting, pulling away, fighting, etc. Another buy comes out.
1915, what's your location?
This guy's standing up. Dispatch is asking what's your location, and he's fighting with a guy. In case you don't know, I'm okay with this shooting. Well, from what I know, I'm okay with it. That would change if I find out later that he didn't have the taser in his hand. Remember, all these factors, raining, slippery, multiple suspects,
1915.
no backup. The guy takes his taser from the officer. This guy's now filming, which does a shitty job and gets almost no footage. I think you're going to hear the taser in a minute. This is a long fight. You people who've never been in a real fight, this is a long fight.
6010, how many cars you got going? Everyone.
Everyone. Heard that bang? Sorry, I kind of talked over that. I don't know if that was the taser or the gunshot.
6 in total.
Is this car still on Nelson and Griggs?
It is.
That might have been a gun.
1915. I was just involved in shooting. Nelson Griggs.
1915, 10-4, Nelson and Griggs.
So he gets out his location, which means he knows that they didn't know where he was at, or it was just good training. This guy was pretty tactically sound on his fight a little bit, throwing knee strikes. A lot of cops don't do that. So the fact that he's doing that tells me he's got some fighting skills. But he gets out his location again, and he says in a shooting, you heard his voice, out of breath. He was in a fight for his life. If that guy got his taser and shot him, deadly force is authorized and justified all day long. And that's what it appears right now.
Starting medical.
You'll see shortly, well, you won't see it, out of view shortly, the first responding officer for backup is going to arrive.
Yeah, he gets the guy back. I'm really surprised this guy didn't run. And we're not seeing what that officer's doing after he shot him. Is he on the ground trying to catch his breath? Is he kind of going in and out? Is he so out of breath? Is he losing consciousness? We don't know what's happening with the officer that shot because they're all out of view. The officer that showed up obviously isn't running over to the officer, so he's dealing with this guy. And I think he moves him back and we go to a different view.
This police officer's body-worn camera.
Your license.
The plate doesn't belong in this car.
What did I do wrong? The plates don't belong. See, here we have a black man that's being cooperative. He's unarmed, and there's no reason for police. Police should have just left at this point and went, oh, okay. You didn't think you did anything wrong? Then I'll just leave. That is what the Black Lives Matter community wants cops to do. And there's a lot of cops that are doing that because they don't want to get caught up in this bullshit. This guy's breaking the law, committing a possible felony, fights with the officer, grabs his taser, takes the taser away from the officer, and gets shot. And now we're already freaking designing a monument for him because he was a great community member of the BLM protests, whatever. Peaceful protests.
Do you have a license or no? Do you have a driver's license? Where is it at?
He understands English. What did I do wrong? He asked him twice, do you have a license? He's planning his escape. How am I going to get out of this? Finally, he answers. There is no communication problem here, and this guy is not scared, okay? If he was scared, he wouldn't have fought.
Get it for me. The plate does not belong in this car.
Right about now, they're printing out signs for the peaceful protest when they're going to burn down cities and do terrorists on all the community members.
No. Stop. Put your hands up. Stop.
Okay, so he actively resists. He rips away from the officer. He takes a swing at the officer, and he tries to escape. Okay, consciousness of guilt. He knows he's going to jail. He probably doesn't have a license. There may be drugs or guns in the car. Actually, I think I read there were a bunch of drugs in the car. But he's probably got a warrant. I mean, he probably has no license, and it's not his car, and he switched plates. The plates are stolen or the car's stolen. Criminals will steal plates all the time, especially if they're going to go do crimes. They'll put the stolen plates on a car, go do their crime, get rid of those plates, and put the new plates back on the car. So when a cop stops them later, it says, hey, my car may match the description, but I got my regular plates. Why are you harassing me because I'm black? That is a common scheme and design in the criminal world of Doctors R Us.
1915. Got one running. Northbound. Stop!
If he had a belt at this point, he might have got away. But he had to pull his pants up because he runs around like a damn idiot all the time with his underwear showing, his pants hanging out of his ass. And nobody can say anything to him. Otherwise, you'll be a racist, and it's mean, and it's a cultural, and you're just picking on him because he's black. Freaking idiots.
Stop! 1915.
See him pulling up his pants?
Got one running. Northbound. Stop! 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 Get your hand behind your back!
Okay, so this guy fights for him for a while. He gives all these commands, stop, and his body cam gets either knocked, bumped, or turned off. And everybody's complaining that he turned off his body cam in the middle of a fight. This guy, no cop in the middle of a fight is going to say, let me turn my body camera off. I got one free hand. I mean, I'm only fighting a dude right here. I got a gun on my belt. I don't want him to grab it. I'm trying to take this guy into custody. But you know what? Let me just take a moment to reach over here and turn my body cam off. That's just freaking ridiculous.
Your hands on your back. Okay. 1950.
He said, send me more cars. When I was in a fight, I'd usually say code 3 cover. That means I need emergency cover or emergency units. Sometimes I'd say code 3 cover, I'm in a fight. And that would be my radio traffic. He just says, send me some more cars. That kind of leaves what? Do you have a crowd gathering? Is there a traffic issue? I mean, from the sound of his voice, most of the street side cops will be like, he's in a fight. But dispatch just kind of, okay, we'll send more units.
Stop. Stop resisting.
Buy a belt. Everybody wants to be a plumber. This clearly shows that he is definitely in control of the taser. All right? He has the taser. So I don't want to get any confusion about this report I read at the beginning. He was unarmed. At the moment he grabs that taser, he is armed. Whoever wins gets to shoot the other guy with the taser. Now, a lot of people are going to come here and say, Rick, it's not fair, and it's just a taser, and if cops can use it, it's not deadly force. Why is it deadly? Because cops are trained to use their baton and their taser. There are rules they have to comply with to use it safely, but either of those weapons could be deadly if inappropriate use. If this guy gets a taser and incapacitates the officer, he could get his gun. If the guy gets the taser and shoots him in the eye with a dart, the officer's out of the fight, then he can take his gun. It is a deadly weapon in the hands of an untrained person, just like a baton. A baton, officers are trained where to hit. We can't hit the neck, spine, groin. We have no target areas. We have to follow policies when we use our baton to hit somebody. And the reason we're trained with it, that's why it's not a deadly weapon. If we use a baton in the wrong way and we kill somebody, it is a deadly weapon, and a cop can be, well, he used to be able to be charged. Now cops aren't charged anything. Hell, they can shove a baton up somebody's ass and it'll be like, oh, it was a new technique, whatever. But in this case, this guy has been fighting this officer. He's trying to get away. It's a possible felony. The officer's in the rain. He's outnumbered. He's got 2 other people videotaping and yelling at him, and he's losing this fight, and he's got no backup, and dispatch is asking, what's your location? And he can't get it out. So in this situation, as a use of force guy, this guy is 100% justified in using his weapon. If the guy had his taser when he shot him. If the guy didn't have the taser, not so much.
Let go of the taser.
So his body cam gets just turned off here somewhere, and then we're going to get the other guy's footage, or doorbell footage. So here's he
The
gets
officer's
turned off.
body-worn camera deactivated at this point.
So here we see the initial contact from this ring doorbell camera. We see where he's being cooperative, and the officer's just being mean, and they're fighting. Hang on, where'd they run off? Did I miss the running? They're over here fighting. He's kneeing him in the head right now. Here's the other guy that comes out, starts harassing him, standing over him in a space with the ability to distract the officer. I think that's why the officer ends up moving over here. He's trying to get away from this, what I call an unfriendly or hostile environment. I want to get to an open area for 1, closer to my car, 2, so cops see me when they get here, and 3, I want to get away from all these places where other people could be high and are walking up behind me.
In about 10 seconds, the fatal shot will be captured on this video.
Can't see. Not good quality.
No!
This guy's still filming? Let go of the taser.
Let go of the taser.
Let go of the taser. Drop the taser.
Behind your back.
This is the entire video.
Okay, so he must have shot him after he said drop the taser. Okay.
Obtained from a third-party cell phone recording.
Yeah. No, he said he's good, but man, yo, what's up, man?
Okay, you hear the other partner, the passenger, saying, he's good, man, he's good, he's good. They're trying to get you to drop the guard. This guy has resisted probably 8 to 10 to maybe 20 times. He is not good until he's in handcuffs. This guy was never in handcuffs, and he had possession of the taser. Again, I'm going to get a lot of hate from my cop haters because I'm taking the cop side, and I'll be called the blue line, and it's not fair. This is an okay shoot in my book, from what I have now.
Stop. Okay. Stop resisting.
No, he's good, he's not resisting nothing, bro.
Yeah, he's good. He's not resisting. Yeah. He's just being, he's peaceful protesting right now.
Like, he's good, like, you can talk to him, bro.
So this guy's filming is just crap. And they stop it right before the final shoot.
Let go of the taser.
No, he ain't grind no taser. I see that.
Let go of the taser.
Here's where he goes for his gun.
Drop the taser.
This is a critical incident right here. And I'm telling you, the reason he went for his gun here is he's losing it. And this guy is winning. And he's took his taser, or he has possession of it. And he knows his shit's weak. And he's tired. And he still doesn't have backup. And he's out of breath. And he's having a hard time hanging on to the guy. And it's like, I got to get my gun out. If I go out, or if I pass out from overexhaustion or whatever from this fight, or if he tases me, I'm screwed. I've got 3 people. They don't know where I'm at. They're asking me where am I at. I got no backup. And this guy gets my taser. This is a good shooting. I'm sorry. Not good in that somebody got shot. Good as in absolutely justified. Any use of force is going to be, and I've testified many times, any guy can testify and justify this shooting. Here we go. And they stop it. So he puts the gun to the head.
A Grand Rapids police officer observed a vehicle with
Yo, you hear him too.
I'll let it play through. They stop it, but you see him draw, and he puts the gun to the back of his head because he doesn't want him to turn around and shoot him with that taser.
No, he ain't grind no taser. I see that.
Let go of the taser.
He's getting up. He's almost threw him off.
Drop.
He's going to lose, and he fires. Now, he could have even fired because the guy was pushing back, and he's so tired. It could have been an accidental when he squeezed the trigger. Doesn't matter. It was justified. Remember, the Supreme Court had ruled once deadly force is justified, it doesn't matter how you kill him. I can hit you with a hammer. I can run you over with a car. I can back over you. I can shoot you 20 times or 1 time. Doesn't matter. So the fact that deadly force was authorized, and when he drew his pistol, I think it was authorized for that. There's a lot of cops that we used to just joke around when if we were training and stuff. A suspect would grab a baton, and a cop would go, take it, draw his gun, pow, pow. Just kind of like a joke saying, hey, it's justified. If you take my baton, you're going to get shot. Now, I'm not saying that would be what you would do with a citizen, but when that guy had the taser and he was fighting, I'm not sure I'd have went on the ground with him. I might have just let go of the taser, pushed him with my gun, and if he pointed the taser at me, I would have shot him. But I would have probably ordered him, drop the taser if you point that gun at me. If you point that taser at me, you're dead. Do not raise that taser or you are freaking dead. All right? And that's what I would probably done if somebody grabbed. I don't think I've ever given up a weapon or somebody hasn't grabbed my weapon and taken it away from me. So, anyway, there'll be rioting and peaceful protest, and it'll be a white cop, and this guy was, just a good citizen on his way to plumber or doctor school, whatever he's going, and it was very unfortunate that the cop pulled him over for no reason and then just decided to shoot him in the back of the head. That'll be the story. All right, we'll end that there.